Hello everyone, I'm Savan from Informatica GCS MDM support. Today I'm going to speak about how to maintain closed and faulted tasks in ActiveVOS. So we have we have tasks in ActiveVOS which needs to be maintained, and once those tasks are completed or either went in a faulted state, we have to take care of them. Now coming to the agenda, we will go through what exactly is completed task and what exactly is the faulted task, why we need to maintain them, and I will also talk about how to maintain them from the ActiveVOS console. And there are certain tables which needs to be maintained in ActiveVOS to ensure that when we have huge number of tasks which are already in complete and faulted state, they do not hamper the performance of ActiveVOS. And also I will show you a small demo on how to maintain this closed and faulted task from ActiveVOS console. Coming to introduction, so as you know, ActiveVOS tasks are there for which can either work as a standalone, or we can integrate with IDT, and we can have 100 of case of tasks which needs to be worked upon. And most of the time when we complete the task, it sits when you complete the task, it sits in the ActiveVOS table. Same goes along with the faulted task as well. We have certain tables where the entry gets made, so it's a good practice to archive this kind of task and the associated data with it. So that's the whole idea of this video KB, to let you know on how to maintain this task and which tables needs to be there, so that over a period of time, when your task number goes high, it should not hamper the overall performance of ActiveVOS plus MDM as well. So how to maintain closed and faulted tasks? So the best way of doing is through the ActiveVOS console. So we have an option available which will make sure that you can either close it on the go, or you can schedule it as well. So we will go more on detail in the demo section. So the best way and the recommended way is to maintain the closed and faulted tasks is through ActiveVOS console. Also, we have certain tables. So the most preferred tables is AE process log data and AE process table, which needs to be maintained. So we need to purge these tables over a period of time. So the recommendation from us is to purge this table on a frequent basis to avoid any kind of issues with respect to the ActiveVOS schema, which may eventually hamper your ActiveVOS performance. Now let's come to the demo where we'll speak about various things which we have covered till now. This is my ActiveVOS login page. So how to figure out where exactly the faulted task and the complete task needs to be maintained? So you have to go to the admin tab of the ActiveVOS console, and there is something called maintenance. Under the maintenance, you have to go to storage. So when you go under the storage, we will have two options or two tabs. So first of them is of manual. So if you see here, it talks about the deleted and completed process. So this is in case if you want to delete the task, completed and faulted task on the fly. So for this kind of work, we can just select the date from here. So I'm selecting today's date, and when I click on the delete button, so it will tell you how many matching processes are there which needs to be deleted. So this entry is of no use to us. Obviously it can be used for reporting purpose, so but in case if you don't need it any longer, and these are already in completed and faulted process, so it is already being processed upon, so we can delete this thing. There's one more way. So the other one is the one which is kind of recommended from us. The reason being, when you do a manual delete, in case if you have a number of completed and faulted tasks is high, the number is high, it puts a pressure on the ActiveVOS data schema, and it may lead to a deadlock situation as well. So the recommendation is to schedule it on the offline hours, so where the activity on the server is least, so that when the table fires the delete query, because delete is already an expensive statement, so when the delete query is fired, and the ActiveVOS server, ActiveVOS data server is under less load, so that it can understand, or it can bear the burden of this particular delete statement. So let me so if you see here, so when I click on the delete button, I have to select the date. I'm selecting today's date, and then click on delete. It will show me the 37 matching processes to be deleted, and I click on OK. So it will say that 37 processes are deleted. Now coming to the tables which needs to be maintained. So the data which consumes most space is this particular A process log data. So if I do a count against it, the count is 225. So this data needs to be purged because it has lots of entry in it. So all the action which we have done on a particular task gets recorded here. So it's recommended from our end to purge this data once the activity is done on a particular task. And so we have seen instances where in case of this data has not been purged for this particular table, the ActiveVOS schema becomes unresponsive, and ultimately it may have effect either on ActiveVOS Central or IDD, whatever mechanism you're using for task handling. The other table which needs to be taken care of is a process table. So this A process table, so let's assume you have the process. Right now I have all the running tasks, so that's why I'm seeing the process status 1. So in case if your task is already in complete and faulted state, for which the process state ID will be different, so you can sort it out on the basis of it. And so in case if you don't have ActiveVOS console, it can be deleted from here as well. So these are the two ways of handling completed and faulted tasks in ActiveVOS. So either one of them can be used. So that's pretty much it. We would love to hear from you. Also, you can refer to more support videos at supportvideos@informative.com. Also, you can post your reviews at twitter.com/support. Thanks a lot, and hope you have enjoyed this video, KB.